For centuries, Freemasonry has been shrouded in mystery, its esoteric teachings and cryptic rituals inspiring both reverence and speculation. Officially, the fraternity upholds principles of brotherhood, moral virtue, and enlightenment, with lodges operating under strict constitutions. However, among the myriad of recognized lodges that span the globe, there have always been whispers of rogue factions, clandestine groups that deviate from the accepted norms of Masonry, delving into forbidden knowledge and obscure rites that mainstream Masons dare not acknowledge. Among these shadowy offshoots, none are as enigmatic or as feared as the Black Masons, a lodge that has, according to legend, strayed from the noble ideals of Freemasonry and ventured into the perilous domain of the occult. The origins of the Black Masons are as obscure as their practices. While mainstream Masonry traces its roots to the medieval stonemasons' guilds and later Enlightenment-era philosophy, the Black Masons supposedly emerged from a splinter faction in the 18th or 19th century. Some researchers speculate that they originated as a clandestine lodge composed of Masons disillusioned with the fraternity's conventional teachings, seeking deeper, darker truths hidden beneath the veil of traditional Masonic doctrine. Others suggest that the Black Masons were never part of the recognized Masonic structure at all, but were instead an occult society that adopted Masonic symbols and rituals as a disguise. One of the earliest recorded references to this rogue lodge comes from a 19th century French manuscript describing a so-called Loge Noire. This document, found in the archives of an obscure Rosicrucian sect, speaks of a Masonic order that performed rites in total secrecy, using rituals that bore only a passing resemblance to standard Masonic initiations. Unlike traditional Freemasonry, which revolves around allegories of moral virtue and enlightenment, the Black Lodge reportedly invoked ancient and sinister forces, seeking wisdom from entities beyond human comprehension. While official Masonic rituals are centered on allegorical morality plays inspired by Solomon's Temple and speculative enlightenment, the rites of the Black Masons allegedly take a much darker turn. Former members, if such claims can be believed, speak of ceremonies conducted in torchlit chambers beneath the earth, where hooded figures chant in forgotten tongues and inscribe runes into the stone floors. The core of their practice is said to revolve around an inversion of the traditional Masonic journey, where instead of progressing toward illumination and virtue, initiates are led deeper into darkness and chaos. Initiation into the Black Masons is purportedly a harrowing experience, designed not to uplift the soul, but to strip away moral constraints. Novices are blindfolded and led through a labyrinth of underground passages, subjected to trials meant to instill fear and obedience. One infamous test is said to involve a symbolic burial, where the initiate is placed inside a coffin and left for hours in complete darkness while voices whisper cryptic messages about death and the beyond. Another ritual, known as the Dark Conclave, supposedly requires the aspirant to sign a pact in their own blood, swearing absolute secrecy under penalty of a fate worse than death. The central figure in Black Mason rituals is not the grand architect of the universe, as in mainstream Masonic teachings, but a shadowy entity referred to only as the Master Beyond the Veil. Some speculate that this figure is a representation of Lucifer, while others suggest it is a far older, nameless force associated with pre-Christian mystery cults. Regardless of interpretation, initiates are required to swear allegiance to this being and offer tributes in ways that remain shrouded in secrecy. One of the most chilling aspects of the Black Masons is their alleged pursuit of forbidden knowledge, texts and teachings that even the most esoteric of mainstream Masons would never dare to explore. It is said that they possess grimoires and manuscripts long thought lost, including the infamous Codex of Nyarlathotep, an apocryphal book of unknown origin rumored to contain instructions for summoning non-human intelligences. Some accounts suggest that the Black Masons have infiltrated rare book auctions, private libraries, and even national archives, seeking out texts on necromancy, demonology, and ancient Egyptian rites that predate recorded history. Unlike traditional Masonic lodges, which view enlightenment as an internal process of moral refinement, the Black Masons supposedly believe that true wisdom comes from external entities, beings that exist outside the boundaries of human experience. Their members reportedly engage in contact rituals. The results of such experiments are unknown, but there are stories of initiates who, after undergoing certain rites, were never the same again, speaking in languages no one recognized, suffering from nightmarish visions, or disappearing entirely without a trace. Symbolism has always played a vital role in Freemasonry, and the Black Masons are no exception. However, while mainstream Masons use symbols such as the square and compass to represent morality and balance, the Black Masons reportedly adopt an entirely different visual lexicon. One of their most prominent symbols is the broken eye, a distortion of the all-seeing eye commonly associated with Masonic iconography. Unlike the standard eye that represents enlightenment, the broken eye appears fractured, dripping, or inverted, signifying hidden knowledge gained at a terrible cost. Another rumored emblem of the Black Masons is the Black Sun obelisk, a towering monolith supposedly erected in secret locations known only to the highest initiates. Some believe these obelisks function as conduits for energy harvested during rituals, while others think they are merely symbols of the group's defiance against traditional Masonic authority. Due to their elusive nature, direct encounters with the Black Masons are exceedingly rare. Most of what is known comes from hearsay, anonymous confessions, and fragmented manuscripts found in obscure archives. However, there are occasional reports of individuals claiming to have stumbled upon their activities. One such case occurred in the 1980s when a British historian researching Masonic lodges claimed to have found references to an unnamed lodge operating in rural France. When he attempted to investigate further, he received anonymous threats warning him to abandon his research. Shortly thereafter, he vanished without a trace. His notes, discovered in a locked safe years later, describe encounters with hooded figures, cryptic symbols painted in blood, and a chilling phrase inscribed on a stone tablet: "Light is a lie, truth is in the shadow." Similarly, in 2012, a group of urban explorers broke into an abandoned Masonic hall in upstate New York. Within the decayed structure, they found a hidden chamber with black-draped altars, charred bones, and a collection of handwritten journals detailing the 7 steps to oblivion, a supposed roadmap to enlightenment through suffering. Disturbingly, the explorers claimed they were pursued by unknown individuals after sharing their findings online, and their footage mysteriously disappeared within days of being uploaded. The question remains, do the Black Masons still exist today? Some believe that they have merely gone deeper underground, continuing their rites in locations far removed from prying eyes. Others suggest that the group has fragmented, its teachings scattered among various occult circles. Regardless of their current status, the legend of the Black Masons endures, a chilling testament to the darker possibilities lurking within the realm of secret societies. Whether they were merely a rogue faction of Freemasonry or something far more sinister, the whispers of their existence remind us that within the world of hidden knowledge, not all secrets are meant to be uncovered, and some doors once opened can never be closed again.